everybody, thanks for coming and joining us again for another book. This is Red Roof Reading, and we are reading another one of our favorite books by Jan Brett. This one is going to be called Hedgie's Surprise. And go ahead and take a look at her pictures as we're reading through it, because she's just a beautiful artist as well. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started and see what Hedgie's surprise might be. Once there was a speckled hen who laid an egg every day, only to have it be taken by a little tomtin every morning. It all started because the tomtin got tired of porridge for breakfast. Each morning the rooster crowed as the sun came up, and Henny knew that Tomtin was on his way. So did the little hedgehog who lived nearby. The tomtin always called out to her, "Henny, have you got a little yummy for my hungry, hungry tummy?" The tomtin climbed into the hen house, took Henny's warm, smooth egg, and ran off to cook it in his kettle, sprinkle it with salt, and gobble it down. Then he would fall fast asleep in the hayloft until evening. Henny didn't like that Tomtin kept taking her eggs, but she put up with it until one morning when she saw Goosey Goosey sail forth, smiling and bowing, with a stream of piping goslings following along behind her. "Oh my," Henny clucked, "where did all those little ones come from?" "My eggs are hatching," crooned Goosey Goosey. "Here comes the last one now." From that moment on, Henny wanted a brood of peeping chicks of her own, but how could she stop the tomtin from taking her eggs? The next morning, when the tomtin poked his head in, Henny tried. She clucked loudly and pecked. She flew at him, but nothing stopped that hungry tomtin from taking her egg again. No eggs, no chicks, no peeping babies. Henny wailed so loudly that she woke up the little hedgehog, her tears pouring down on top of him. "Puffa, puffa, stick, stick," Hedgie went as he crawled out to talk to her. "Poor Henny, I've been watching the tomtin take your eggs. I'll help you trick him into stopping." The next morning, when the rooster crowed, there was the tomtin. "Henny, have you got a little yummy for my nearly empty tummy?" Henny and Hedgie were ready. The tomtin reached for an egg and pulled out an acorn. Said the tomtin, "what's this?" And off he went to try it. The acorn was tasty, but it didn't fill him up, and he woke in the middle of the afternoon grumpy. The next time the tomtin arrived looking for an egg, he found a bright red strawberry. It looked bigger than the acorn, so he ran off to go and cook it. The strawberry was jammy and sweet, but it only filled up the tomtin a little more than the acorn had, and he woke up early again. The sun had just come up when the tomtin was at the hen house again, his stomach roaring with hunger. Pushing Henny aside, he grabbed for an egg, only to find a delicious-smelling mushroom. He raced off to cook it, and as scrumptious as it was, he woke up with his little tummy growling for more. "Cock-a-doodle!" The tomtin rushed in before the rooster finished crowing. "Henny, have you got something for my hollow, hollow tummy?" This time he found a smooth, round potato, even bigger than the egg. He cooked it quickly, swallowed it down, and went back to his hayloft. He woke up at sunset only half full. The tomtin had had enough. "Henny," he shouted, "tomorrow I want an egg for breakfast and nothing else. If I don't find one, I'll eat you up instead." Henny was scared. The Tomten had been tricked by an acorn, a strawberry, a mushroom, and a potato. How could they fool him again? "Don't worry, Henny," Hedgie told her. "Now it is time for my surprise." And he whispered in her ear. All night Henny waited on her nest and Hedgie on his. As soon as it began to get light, Hedgie gently covered his nest with straw and got ready for the surprise. Henny and Hedgie could hear the Tomten's stomach rumbling like thunder a mile away. He burst into the hen house, pushed Henny aside, and grabbed... "Ow!" he howled. "Ow! Ow! Ow!" Puffa, puffa, stick, stick. He had clutched Hedgie, all closed up in a tight round ball of needle-sharp prickles. Henny and Hedgie listened as the Tomten ran home, yowling. "Thank you, Hedgie," Henny said, looking at her dear friend. "I'm sure that Tomten won't be back here again for breakfast. But what I can't figure out is, where have you hidden all of my eggs?" Just then, Henny heard a little peep, and then another, coming from Hedgie's nest. She looked over and saw the straw begin to move. 5 baby chicks peeked out of their shells and fluffed up their down. As Henny settled down with her babies nestled all around her, the Tomten's mother was in the hayloft making breakfast for her hungry Tomten. "Hedgie, Hedgie, Hedgie, you are just full of surprises," Henny cried as she led her baby chicks out into the sunshine. But the little Tomten didn't hear a word. He was sound asleep, his tummy full of tasty porridge. Another beautiful book by Jan Brett. Hope you guys enjoyed it and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you later.